This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings, powered by eXp Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
Hey, Johnny, so I have a question. I had a friend of mine, and sadly, her dad died. And she was at the memorial, she was at the funeral, when she was approached by a realtor. And the realtor handed her his card and said, hey, before your dad died, I was talking to him about selling his home, and I just kind of wanted to let you know I'm available. And she was appalled. She could not believe at her dad's funeral she was approached by a realtor. She didn't know if the guy had really talked to her dad or even if the guy knew her dad.
That's crazy.
She just couldn't believe it. Does that happen?
I've never heard of that happening. But
have you ever done that?
I have never done that. I am thinking, though, hey, that might be a fun thing to do at weddings. Go around and go, really? hey, bride and groom, I'll offer you a free home inspection if you buy with me.
What do you think about that, though?
That's just insane.
That's not cool to do.
Not cool. What I'm hearing in that situation is somebody who, giving them the benefit of the doubt, has no situational awareness. You know, like they're just maybe on the spectrum a little bit, and they're just, hey, I need to be prospecting.
Maybe they just wanted to help the family out, you know? It can be a stressful situation. The family's overwhelmed about the property and all the stuff that they have to do for dad. And this realtor just comes along and I'm here to help. Here's my business card.
But what I'm really hearing, so that I'm trying to be like nice about the situation, but what my gut read on this is that person is a struggling real estate agent who needs a deal. And so they've gotten to the point of desperation where they're crashing a funeral to try and pick up business. And
they're hungry. They're eager. I thought that's the kind of person you wanted on your team. You wanted someone who's hungry.
Hungry and eager. So here's a hungry and eager that I like. A guy on our team, we were talking about, so what differentiates us from other people? Like we have to be clear on what that is, because everybody knows 10 real estate agents, and they want certainty, and they want to know why you're different, why you're better. So we were having this conversation at our daily meeting. So we meet every single day to sharpen our skills. And what he was saying was, we were talking about how are we going to provide value? How are we going to provide more to our clients, right? We're made for more. How are we going to provide more? And so we got a call from somebody, and they were interested in purchasing in a specific community. And it's based off the school district. So he called up the school district, got some information about the schools, about the programs, about the boundary maps. That same day, got it to that buyer. And they were blown away. One, that he did it in the first place, and two, at the speed at which he operated. To me, that's hungry. Hungry is not showing up at a funeral and going, hey, want to sell your dead dad's house? Like that's totally different.
Yeah, that's kind of crossing the line, don't you
Absolutely
think?
crossing the line.
But you're okay if someone did it at a wedding.
I think that'd be funny. Hey, you guys are married. You know what happens after you get married? You're going to get a dog or you're going to have a baby. Maybe both. You're going to need space.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I love that.
But that's also the difference between somebody who's experienced and not experienced, right? And so some people are like, hey, I want somebody who's a young gun and has more time. And I get that, because you want to feel like you're being taken care of, and if that's not happening with somebody else, then yes, there's a problem there. But also you have to ask yourself, why does that person have more time? Why are more people not working with them? Compare that to, why are more people working with somebody else? What's the value they're adding? Is it in their marketing?
So are you saying that it's good to have someone that's not as available?
Can you text your doctor right now? Could you text your doctor and say, hey, I got this sniffly nose, what's up?
But I could text my wife and she'd probably know what's going on.
You can text your wife. So you think about anybody operating at a high level of professionalism.
Successful.
They operate, their business is a well-tuned machine. They operate as a well-tuned machine, and they're being yanked 50 different directions by their clients. Like in order to serve you, there's a system and a process. And it's the heart surgeon. Like oftentimes you meet with the heart surgeon, and then you don't really see him until you're getting wheeled in. He doesn't call you to check in. You can't text him, hey, I'm nervous about the process.
Right.
He's not there putting you under. He's not there putting the hospital gowns on you. Like there's people to help with that. And so what you need is somebody who's very good at what you've hired them to do. And if somebody has more time, now I'm not saying don't try out another real estate agent. Like don't try out somebody who's maybe newer in the industry. Just make sure they have somebody in their corner who's experienced. So the people on our team, like when you hire us, not only are you getting that agent, you're getting 3 additional real estate brokers, not agents, 3 additional real estate brokers that are there to back up and support that agent. So you're getting the benefit of the hunger and the tenacity and the availability backed by experience. But oftentimes people are hiring and they'll typically work for less. That's the other thing. They're more available and they'll work for less. But what are you really getting for your money? And so you just got to figure that out. What works best for you, and what we have found works best for clients is when you net more money, when you have a stronger negotiator, when the seller understands the process, when they have a good reputation in the community and get your offer accepted. That is what is worth the fee paid.
I think there's a lot to discuss here, and I think we should dive more into it on our next show next week.
Let's do it. Thanks so much, Matt.